It is nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest on record, folks. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Into the secondary past the 40. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just a yard there. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Here we go. Ready?
Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September. The visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They're
going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. It was a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Burrow going for it on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, here's Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. These two teams all tied after one. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like bats, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Browns have taken the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10. But probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Play action. It's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the reads he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Leonard Fournette.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So that was a very nice play. Speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play play that time for Cleveland. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Wilson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play. Time on the catch and run. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a ground score. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for it. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here we go. Here we go. Gotta go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Like, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he completes it to Hunt. Touchdown, Browns! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. If he had a chance to tuck it, I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that? Lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Burrow looking to pass. They'll roll it under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you should.
Touchdown! It's complete.
Jamar Chase,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Wilson to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 90 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Switch.
Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've waited a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now Burrow. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try to run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10.
10 and 10.
Throwing, Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from